Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Toanne, and I'm the founder of MilSpouseCoders. This meeting is going to be recorded, so if you miss it, we will post it on our channels for YouTube and our Facebook. So real quick, we just want to talk about, I'm going to share my screen here real quick. This one. So we want to talk about what MilSpouseCoders is. So hello, welcome. We're so glad to have you guys here with us. And just a little bit about us. Our goal is to help military spouses learn how to code. We want to create a safe and fun, supportive learning community. We want to help create more web developers, programmers, and engineers. We provide free resources, free is the key word for us, on computer programming and mentors in the technology industry. Our secondary mission is to help military spouses find work remotely in the technology field. So, did you know tech is thriving? There are over 627,000 unfilled occupations. So this is an industry that's constantly growing, and they constantly have job openings. So if you were interested in learning how to code for a career change or a career move, this is a really great time and space to start learning. Coding is a language of the future, and every girl should learn it. There will be over 1.4 million jobs in computer science by 2020, and women are currently on place to hold only 3% of them. I knew the only way to change that statistic was to do something about it myself. Rishma Sujani, I said her name wrong, founder of Girls Who Code. So she realized this is a problem. We as a society need to be more diverse, and it's really important to have different points of views and different backgrounds. So as women, majority of MilSpouses are women. We have a lot of men, but the majority are women. So we're doing our best to help move you guys forward and help fill these really great paying jobs in technology. So this is the one thing I did not know until I started coding. Coding is a very creative process. Once you learn how to code, you can build anything. The only limitation is you. So this is what I mean. You have to learn the fundamentals. It's just like if you were to learn how to, if you're learning how to write a book, for example, you have to learn the basic foundations of writing. You know, you have to learn how to put together a sentence. Then you learn how to build characters. Then you learn how to build a storyline and a climax. And you know, do you have a happy ever after? You know, is it a mystery? So after you learn how to build your foundation, you could literally build anything. So after you learn one computer language, it's usually really easy to pick up a second or third or even a fourth, because the foundation of computer science is very, very similar in all their syntax. They just have different things. So if you want to build games, learn a computer language. If you want to build mobile apps or websites, or if you want to go into machine learning, or if you just want to start a business, or if you just want to do your own website and blog, you just have to learn a little bit to do a lot, which is really great. Okay, so this is the part where we come in. How do you get started? I think one of the hardest things is when you get started, you start to learn, maybe you start doing things on your own, but then you get stuck. And you don't really feel comfortable asking for help, or you don't really know what kind of questions to ask. So we recommend you pick a computer language. It could be any language. People will have preferences, things that they enjoy working in, but it really doesn't matter. If you like Android development, pick Java. If you like iOS apps, you pick Swift and Object-C. If you want to build web applications, you could do Ruby and Ruby on Rails, or Python and Django. It really does not matter. You just pick something and learn it. Aim to code an hour a day. Get in the habit and learn something new. ABC, always be coding. And I understand that you're busy. I get it. You know, you're raising families, you're going to school, you're going to work. There's just a lot to do in a day. So I personally have to schedule in my coding. I have to schedule at least an hour. And if I'm learning multiple different topics that I'm working on, then I schedule them in too. I might do 30 minutes on one topic, and then I do 30 minutes on another. But I really try to aim for just an hour a day. Learn something new every day. Resources. So we're getting our chapter leaders organized. We have a dedicated Facebook study group. to ask questions and get help from other MilSpouses. And we encourage you to go to your local and this virtual meetup. So we understand sometimes you just can't leave your house. You may not have childcare. Maybe you're in a remote area. Maybe you're an introvert and you're a little shy and you just prefer to stay at home. Those are all valid reasons. So we're going to do our best to give you as many different resources and as many different channels to help you learn. So moving forward, this is what I'm doing right now for you guys. Chapter leaders, we're going to add you to our supportive learning community, and we're going to have you get help from other MilSpouses. So I think this is really important. Why do you not just join any group? Why do you learn with us? And that is an excellent question. The reason why I think it's really important that you guys, or we want you to learn with us, is because we're going to do our best to give you free resources. We understand a lot of us live on a single income, and we want to make sure it's accessible, we want to make sure it's easy, and we want to make sure if it's structured. So for this first group, we have a basic HTML and CSS learning plan. This is usually what everybody starts out with when they're learning web development. And we have this broken up in phases. So how this is going to work, do you know what? In the meantime, sorry, I did not mean to get off track. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, we have a chat window for Zoom. So if you have any questions that you have and you want me to answer, go ahead and put it in there because Amanda and Shannon are watching this. But we do have a closed Facebook group. And there's the link right there in the chat. So if you click on the link, it will take you here to the MilSpouseCoders closed Facebook group. This is one of the really important things. This group is strictly for the military community who wants to learn how to code. So, for instance, if you have a question, for you to be accepted, you have to be affiliated with the military some way. If you are a spouse, if you are an active or retired military member, if you are a dependent, you are welcome into our community. And I just want to go over some rules real quick. Oh, is this our closed Facebook group? It is not. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I was organized and I am on the wrong page. So it's this one. And let me put this link in there in the chat. Sorry, let's try this one more time. Okay, so it's the Facebook group. This is our closed group. So we have moderators. I'm just going to show you them real quick here. We're going to have, we have moderators, admins. So we have moderators, myself, Amanda, Millie, Amanda's in Georgia, Millie's in Guam, Carolee, Virginia Beach, there you go. Shannon, you're in Virginia, you're in DC, is that right? She'll chime in. And Jen, Jen, I don't remember where you're at, sorry. But you guys could chime in and unmute and say hi real quick.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia, Shannon.
And then Jen, where are you located at? I don't know if she could hear me.
I can hear you. I'm new to this Zoom. I'm in Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, okay, Indiana. So we've got spouses pretty much, I would say, in pretty much all the time zones. So if you need help, these are the people you can ask. And so if you go to our discussion board, I'm just going to go over the rules real quick, and they're very simple rules. You're going to just be kind, be supportive, and be truthful. So if someone asks a question, even if you don't know the answer, just help them out. And you could be honest, like, you know what, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'll do my best to help you. We actually have a lot of us that the moderators will be here to help you guys out. So if for some reason you really, if no one's on, you could actually like message us and say, hey, Toanne, I need help. I've been working on this for over an hour and I only scheduled an hour of my time. Your time is valuable, you guys. My time is valuable. So if I'm scheduling time and I'm learning something new and I need help, I will ask immediately sometimes. I'm just like, look, I don't have time to fuss around. I don't have time to Google for answers. I have exactly 1 hour. I've locked the door. The kids are they know not to bother me for 1 hour. So if you are getting stuck on something, just ask. And if it doesn't have to just be the moderators that answers the questions, it could be anybody. And that's the purpose of this closed Facebook group. So if you are a MilSpouse and you're way past all of this, the basic stuff that we're working on, and you're more of an intermediate level, please help if you know the answer, or maybe you could just give some helpful resources. So this is for anybody and everybody to ask and help each other. Just real quick, I just want to tell you guys, if anybody is verbally abusive, rude, or disrespectful, you will be asked to leave. So this is a community. It's supportive. It's nice. It's fun. We care about you. If you have anybody that starts to troll or just be really mean, we're just going to ask you to leave because we're not going to put up with that. Please bring it to our attention. Tell any of the admins and the moderators if you notice anybody just being rude. You don't feel like they're not being helpful, just tell us and then we'll ask them to leave because we have a no tolerance policy for that. So for instance, right here, you can introduce yourself. You could say, hey, like I say, hey, I'm Tuan, I'm in San Diego, and right now I'm learning AWS web servers, or hey, I'm learning Android development, and does anybody else, want to learn? So Millie, so people want to join this group, and so Millie and Jen and Carrie Lee will be accepting you, so just give us some time. So that's our closed Facebook group, and then I'm going to show you our training path that we're going to be working on. So this is just something, where is it? What did they put? It's right here. So this is just something, these are all free resources. They could be done all online. And so we wanted to make it as easy as possible in the beginning if you're brand new and if you're limited on time. So we're going to ask you to give yourself about an hour a day to work through it. And phase 1 is you're just going to learn foundational HTML and CSS. So 5 hours each week, and it's about 12 hours estimated, but people will go faster or slower depending. It will take 2 weeks. So we're going to officially start this training path on Monday, September 11th. So you're welcome to start earlier if you'd like, or let's say some people are just super busy during the week, but they have time on the weekend and you could do all of it on the weekend. Whatever works for you guys, we're here to help you guys out. So if it works better for you to do it one day or every other day or just on the weekend, do what you need to do. Code Academy, if you haven't heard about it, they do a lot of free courses, and they're starting to ask if you want to be in their accelerator track for money. It is not necessary because we are here to help you. So if you're wondering, like, what are they doing? What is this? What is it? I think it's like $200, $199. What is that paying for? It's paying for what we're doing for you guys right now. They build mentors in their program, and they're building a support. So we are your support. If you have a question, come ask us. And hey, we're free. So we're not going to charge you guys any money, and we're just here to help you guys out. So the first course is called Learn HTML, and it's 3 hours. The CSS course is 9 hours. And let's say you have lots of time and you do all these courses. We have some optional courses that you could do. Make a website, HTML, and CSS. So work through those, and if you have any questions, you can ask in the Facebook group. Phase 2, it is another online course, and it is free as well, but it's broken up into 3 weeks. And the difference on this one is you're actually going to be downloading your own development tools. So you're going to be using your own text editor, and you're going to be building like a very basic website, and then you build your own framework, and then you build something using a very popular framework called Bootstraps. And that is for 3 weeks. Same, we have a start time and end time. Like I said, you're welcome to go ahead. You're welcome to go as slow as you need, but we just recommend an hour a day. And then phase 3 is when you're going to start building your own projects. So hopefully by phase 3, oops, can you see that still? You should be able to, and this is I'm on a Mac and this is a terminal window. So hopefully by phase 3, you should be able to, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm going to my desktop and I'm just going to make a directory and I'm gonna call this test projects. And then I'm gonna make folders like maker CSS. Let's see what else I have in there. Not in there. Test. So in my test folder, I'm going to make a CSS folder. I'm going to do let's see what else I have here. Okay, so by phase 3, you don't have to use the terminal, and we can teach you if you're interested in, but this is a text editor called Atom, and you should be able to create your own projects. So you'll learn this when you start, no, I should do this over. You'll learn how to code, and you'll feel really good about yourself because you're like, wow, I didn't know I could do this. And you'll just start learning how to do this. And when you get to phase 3, we're hoping that you get to this point and you feel comfortable setting up your projects, creating folders, and making an actual website. And this is usually how you start a website. You build a folder and you put an index folder, which is your main page, and this is your CSS, which is your styling. So this is a little bit more than we want to go to, but this is your very first course you're going to do. Sorry, that was phase 3. I should have gone to phase 1 first. So this is phase 1, and it is on Codecademy. It's free, and you're working through structured exercises. So they tell you what's going on, and then they give you, this is how you do this, and this is what it looks like if you were to do a website. So let's say you're working on this. This is one of the first courses that we have you guys do in our training path, and you're working, and it says right here, I try to run it, and it's giving me saying, nope, down here, there's instructions like, okay, you have to emphasize Ursa Arctis, I said that wrong, using the M tag. And for some reason, I can't get this to work. Let's say I'm stuck. I'm like, I don't understand. What am I supposed to do again? And you do it, you try, and you're just stuck, and then you get frustrated. I call this the pit of frustration. So normally I would say, don't take more than, 10 minutes because your time is valuable, like I said, and if you're only doing it for an hour, just get help. It's okay. And it kind of doesn't start to click on how things work until you start doing it yourself. So when you're going through these first tutorials, it might just kind of seem like superficial, like it's not going to cement into what this actually does. So if you get stuck, this is what I want you to do. If you get stuck, I want you to take a screenshot of this, of your screen, and then in the closed Facebook group, where's that link? Right here, you say, hi, this is, oh wow, that's really big. This is Glenn. I'm stuck on this Codecademy exercise. Please help. So type in, and it's usually helpful if you tell us what you're working on. So HTML exercise, please help. And then you could upload your photo. Oh, a lot of stuff, sorry. Okay, and then you upload your photo. It's thinking. I'm getting a lot of these. And then you just post it. Or you could be like, what is an EM tag? EM tag. You could actually even ask the question. So I'm going to post this So I've taken a picture of what I'm working on. I'm stuck on something. I don't know what I'm doing. And then if you are in our close study group and you know the answer, come help me, because maybe you just finished this. You're like, oh, I got stuck on that too. There's so much text, it's hard to read all of it. And then we have a lot of moderators helping in this group. So a moderator will hop on and give them a second to answer and help you guys out. So if you need help, this is something, this is how we want to help you guys. Don't take too long. Don't get frustrated, because it's really easy and it's really hard when you first start. Sometimes it just does not make sense. So this is what we're here for. We're here to help you guys out. So after you finish those courses, it's for the next 2 weeks for the first one, 3 weeks, and then the optional last 2 weeks. So it's a total of 7 if you end up doing the optional portion, and that is not required, of course. We wanted to talk one more thing. Am I missing any questions? Okay, one more thing I wanted to talk about is this. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but this is called our Slack. It's called Slack. It's a communication tool a lot of tech companies use. So we have our closed Facebook group, which most people are familiar with Facebook. But we were talking amongst all of the Facebook moderators, and we had 60 plus people sign up for this virtual code and coffee. And if everybody shows up, we want to make sure no one gets lost, or no one just feels like a number and they're coding by themselves. Because when I first started to learn how to code, I was doing it all by myself, and I was constantly frustrated, and I didn't feel comfortable asking questions on Stack Overflow. So if I would have had a community like this to help me out, I feel like I would have learned a lot quicker and been less frustrated and enjoyed it more. Because in the beginning, even though I liked coding, I kind of hated it too, because it was just so hard for me. So we want to create a support tribe. So what it is a support tribe is smaller groups. So we're limiting them to groups of 5. Tomorrow you'll get an email inviting you to a Slack channel from I'm having a hard time talking right now, guys. MilSpouseCoders Slack channel. You'll get an email from this channel inviting you. You'll automatically be invited to our general channel, where everybody can talk about whatever they want. And then we have 12 tribes. So it's fall, and then this training path will be ending right around Halloween. So I was thinking of a theme, and my theme that I came up with was mythical creatures. So there's 12 tribes, and zombies, werewolves, vampires, unicorns, etc., etc. So when you're joining Slack, we ask you to, if you want to be in a more intimate learning environment, if you want to meet more people more in a personal way, instead of just a large Facebook group, because some people get intimidated by that as well. So we want to give you different options. You don't have to use this, but this is another tool and resource you can use to learn and meet other people. So let's say, for instance, so our goal is to get a group of 5 in small groups, and moderators will actually moderate. The moderators will be watching these channels. You could join any channel as long as you're a member of this channel. And you could be like, here, I'll say this, like, hi. Wait, I gotta say, hi, I cannot type, guys, sorry. Hi, I'm Toanne. I'm in San Diego, and I'm excited to learn how to build websites. So introduce yourself, pick a channel, pick any of these tribes that you want to join. And we're going to ask that you guys try to find a tribe that has other people in it. And then the ones that aren't used, we'll just delete them. Or if you're in a tribe and there's no one in there and you're by yourself, we may ask you to join a different tribe. Amanda, did I get that right? Will you chime in and explain that a little bit better, how you did it earlier?
I think you explained it well. I mean, it's there so that you don't have like tons and tons of people talking on one channel and then have it be really hard to keep up with. So we were thinking, 5 is good, and yeah, like you said, just pick a channel that has other people in it. And if all of them have 5 and some of them have none, then start a new one. I don't know.
Yeah. Or if you need us to find a new channel for you, we will make one for you guys. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Slack, but it's a very, very popular communication tool within the tech community. Most companies use Slack. It's a very popular way for them to send emails. Well, they don't send emails. They send messages, files, and this is how our chapter leaders and Facebook monitors usually communicate. We're usually typically on, I noticed, at nighttime, because we all have kids or we're working. So nighttime is usually a really active time for us, at least. That seems to be and we have people internationally. We have a couple of people in Japan and Guam. So that's another reason why, because our nighttime is their daytime. So that's the best time we could overlap and talk. So this is a really cool way to meet other people that is not near you. So if you are interested in finding out about Guam, hit Millie up. Or if you want to know about Japan, Scott and Midori are in Japan right now. So if this does not make sense to you, okay. So you'll get an email for the Slack channel tomorrow. If you do not want to join, just ignore it. Just delete it and move on. If you want to join it, you'll get the email tomorrow. And if not, you could just use a Facebook channel, because some people are more comfortable with that. Sorry. So this is the proposed basic learning HTML and CSS training path. If you are way above this because you've already been working on it by yourself for a little bit, that's awesome. And if you want more intermediate coursework that's free and you want to learn a computer language, we got plenty of material for you. Don't worry. If you want to do open source projects, Amanda's got a long list of things you could help her with. So if this is not your cup of tea and you're not really digging it, that's cool. We just wanted to create something that was accessible, that was online, and that was free, and that you could follow in a group. So if this is something that you're not interested in, but you still want to learn and you still want to hang out with us, message me either on the Facebook page, or you can email us at info@MilSpouseCoders.org, and just like, hey, you could be like, I've already learned HTML. I know how to build websites. I want to learn how to build Rails projects, or I'm working on Android stuff, or I want to build iOS apps. If you've already done stuff like this and you want to do something else, just email us and we'll help you guys out. But you're still welcome to use our Slack channels. You're still welcome to use our Facebook closed studio group. And I think that is all I have for you guys. Do you guys have any questions? I'm going to stop screen sharing real quick. Do you guys have any questions? No? Do you guys have any comments? No questions? Comments?
Gwen, do you just want to go over maybe what the next steps from here are then, as far as the next Code and Coffee, or?
Yes. So the next Code and Coffee, I was planning to do these once every month. If that's something that people want, we could even do more. If you guys are interested, you tell me, and I'm more than happy to hop on a Zoom and invite other people to come with us. So it's up to you guys as a community. Just tell me what you need, and we will do our best to do it for you guys. If you like doing online meetings every week, and you want to hang out in your pajamas and, code and talk, we could do that too. Our goal is that we want to be here for you guys to help you guys, whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to learn, if you want to build your own business. Oh, it's a cool story. I don't know if she's still on. Maggie, I think she's off. Maggie and I met in Sasebo, Japan, and she attended our very first code club. And we kept on telling her, building a website, it's really easy, just do it. And so she ended up starting her own business just by learning, just hanging out with us. So it's just, you just have to learn a little, and then it just kind of falls into place. And we're not saying it's going to be super easy, because it's actually not. It's actually very hard. So that's why it's really important, if you guys need help, ask. If you guys are lost, ask. If you don't understand a concept, ask. We are here for you. I mean, we have a lot of our chapter leaders and Facebook moderators are currently doing coursework for front-end development, or they've had software developer jobs. A lot of them have worked in the industry like 10, 20 years ago, and they're coming back in, and so they're just they're refreshing their skills. So we actually have a wide variety of different spouses that are really, really talented. So if you just want an idea of what to do, how to get started, this is what we're here for. You know what I mean? If you want us to look at your resumes, your portfolios, if you want us to share more free resources, just ask and we'll build it. We'll build it for you. Give us some time, but we will do our best to build it for you guys. So I hope this was interesting enough for you guys, and that you guys are now interested and you want to learn with us, because we're really excited to grow our community. And hopefully down the line, if you feel comfortable, you'll start your own chapter leader in your own neck of the woods, start your own meetup and get more spouses to code with you. That's a goal of mine, to have a resident MilSpouse coder in every single military base. So it's doable, but we just need your help. And I could not do what I'm doing right now without my chapter leaders and my moderators. They are wonderful, wonderful ladies and men who just are there, and they really motivate me. They're just really fantastic people who care about learning, and it's just so exciting to be around people who like the same things you do. And that's what I get from coding. And I'm excited that you guys have joined us today. So if no one has any questions, I don't see anything in the chat that I've missed. Once again, if you guys, you guys can't see it. I stopped screen sharing, but there's a Zoom group chat window. I put the link into our closed Facebook group, so please go ahead and join. It's going to ask you, what does it ask you? What is your military affiliation? So just put, I'm a spouse, I'm an active military member, I'm a dependent, whatever it may be, and we'll get you into the group. But this starts Monday. This training path starts Monday, and and if you want to join a support tribe, join a support tribe. Be a unicorn, or be a werewolf, or whatever you want to be. That's so cheesy, and I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, and I couldn't think of anything else. So if you guys want me to change them, just tell me, and I will change all of them. You will not hurt my feelings, and I will be happy to make it so it's fun for you guys. That's the goal. We understand it's going to be hard, but we want you to know that it's really fun when you start to get into it and you start to build your own websites or your own mobile apps. You feel really accomplished. I remember showing my husband my very first website, and he thought it was garbage, and it was. But it's okay, because you have to start somewhere. And then later on, then I stopped showing him stuff because he wasn't very nice about it. And then later on, I showed him this project. He's like, "You did that?" And I'm like, "You better believe I did." And he's just like, "Wow." He was really impressed with me. And I'm like, I was impressed with myself. So it's just a journey you go on, and you build a lot of bad, crappy stuff. And then you get better and better and better. And then you start building really, really cool stuff. You start building things that you're proud of and that you want to share. So it just takes time, you guys, and we're here for you the whole way. You just keep on going. Just don't give up, okay? Don't get frustrated, and just don't stop. So that's all I have. If there's no questions. So thank you. And if you guys, oh shoot, I totally forgot. Hey, did you guys see the poll? I'm launching a poll right now.
Oh.
Do you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot. I created a poll. Will you guys fill that out for me? Fill that out, okay? We want to know if what you guys want, how we can help you, and this is a thing that we've been working on. How important is childcare for you? So if you're at a physical location and there was a meetup, would you go, or could you go? Would you be more likely to go if you had babysitting provided for you? Like if we provided babysitters at your meetup, would you be able to attend more? Could you go? Is that a factor? Is that a big deal? So if it is, if child care is something that is really important, that it's kind of a deal breaker, you really need childcare to go to a physical meetup, put it in there, because we're going to start fundraising for that money for you guys. We're going to give money to our chapter leaders to help provide for babysitting. So the more information we get, the more we can do to help you guys out. So fill it out for us, please. And
I have a quick question.
yes.
I'm so sorry. I came to the meeting about 6-7 minutes late, so I didn't hear that. I actually don't have a physical screen. I called in, and so I'm not seeing anything. Where would I find that?
Oh, okay. So after this meeting ends, I'm going to record this meeting, and I'm going to post it in our YouTube video and our Facebook page. So you will be able to see anything that you missed.
Oh, excellent. And then also, the chapters, is there a listing somewhere on your website that shows where there are physical chapters already?
No, there's not. We're rebuilding our website right now. We're in the process of rebuilding it. But
Okay.
I can, well, we're hoping to get,
Okay.
Toanne, we could post it on Facebook just so that there's like a list somewhere and like
yes,
thing. I don't know.
yeah, we could do that. We'll post a list of chapter leaders that we have available on our Facebook. But our chapter leaders, some of them are still getting organized, and that's another thing. Some of them are PCSing or in the middle or just getting settled, so we're giving them time. And that's why we're doing virtual code and coffees to kind of like fill in the gaps a little bit too. So yes, a list will be coming out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sometime in the next 2 weeks. Anybody else have a question?
Yes, I do.
How do you find this Facebook page?
Sorry, you're echoing. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, how do I find the Facebook page?
You're on the phone and you are unable to see the link because it's on the screen. It's in our chat window, but I will post it in our main Facebook page for everybody to use that to join as well. So go to the main MilSpouseCoders page, and I'll post the link to join the closed Facebook group. Yes. Okay, anybody else have any questions?
No, but I was going to say, since us chapter leaders are all around the world with different time zones, I'm pretty sure if you guys have a question, at least one of us, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning in the States, but it's 3 o'clock in the evening where I am, someone will answer. So it doesn't matter what time, just if you have a question, you'll probably get a quick response.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Millie.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, so we're going to end the meeting. We're probably going to do another meeting next month, and every training path that we create, we're going to be doing a new topic. So it's not going to always be the same. It's not always going to be web development. We're going to be doing other stuff too. And you're welcome to join or not, whatever works for you guys, or we could just build a customized training path for you guys based on your own interest. But I think this is a really great start for you guys if you're beginning and you don't have any experience. This is a really good starting path. So we are okay. That's it, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope to see you guys in the future and see you guys joining a tribe. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous, but I hope you join a support tribe, whether it be the unicorns or the werewolves or the zombies. Please join a tribe, and we'll be there, and we'll make it fun, and we'll engage you, and we'll hopefully teach you guys something new every day. Everybody have a good night, or Millie, since she's in Guam, have a good day.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.